Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm African Gamer here. So today I have a pretty exciting video. This is actually about GTA 6 and most of the things that we already know, and obviously some leaks and some future, I guess, kind of predictions, kind of leaks mix. But yeah, it's pretty exciting to see. So today's video, as I said before, is GTA 6. I'll be going over some files found in Red Dead and also some files and documents sent to businesses. It's just all around the place, so stay tuned. Now, before the video starts, if you are not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe because at 50 subs, I will be doing giveaways. So if you're excited for that, go ahead and click that button. Now let's get into the content. So it's been like 7 years since our last GTA title, and ever since it's been getting a little stale, like day by day by day. It's been getting staler and staler in my opinion. It's still fun. The GTA Online and the campaign is still fun occasionally, but we need a new GTA title. It's been so long, like this whole entire decade, there's only been two Rockstar games released, and that's just sad. So with GTA 6, I want to go over the first part being Project Americas. This is some sort of data mined leak or data mined keywords from Red Dead Redemption 2. And this came out back in like 2018, 2019, that era, right? And this is extremely important. I'll go way more in depth on why it's important, but keep the word Americas in mind. Not America, but Americas with a S at the end. Now, next, let's go over weapons. There have been weapons found in the Red Dead Redemption 2 catalog and the Red Dead Redemption 2 data mined version, and those weapons consist of the FAL, the AK, and a pistol, which is of the Browning category. For those who don't know who John Browning is, he's the creator and designer of the 1911 and Winchester models, and especially this one Browning pistol. It's not necessarily the 1911. It's kind of a more modernized version, and that's what they're insisting in this data mined version. Now, we all know back then in the, old West era, there was no FAL or no AK or no pistol of the modern times. So, this is for sure hinting at GTA 6 because most of these guns we already have in GTA 5, so it only makes sense. For the FAL, why the FAL is important. Now, this is a main reason why I want to go over the Americas, why I told you to remember that. Because the FAL is a weapon used, it's like a manufactured foreign weapon, and the Brazilian military uses it, for example, or used it. I'm not fully sure on their current state with this weapon, but I know for sure the Southern Americans use this weapon, especially in drug runs and big cartels. This is a very, very, very fond weapon that they are familiar with back in those, I would say about the 60s to 90s, back in those 1900s. And yeah, it makes sense. The FAL is just a cartel weapon. Same goes with the AK, and this is obvious. The AK is cheap to manufacture, very durable, and this is one of the most iconic guns ever. And for the Browning pistol, I'm not completely sure on that, but I do know it's a more modernized weapon, so that falls in the same category as it being in the cartels, and it just makes sense for it to be in an America's way, like South America, Cuba, that general area. Now, for the final part, I want to go over scouting. So, the last time I believe the Rockstar people went out scouting was back in GTA 5. I believe that was back in 2010. They decided to go on a scout to Hollywood, right? And 3 years later, after they made the documentation for the scout for quote unquote research purposes, 3 years later in 2013, guess what dropped? GTA 5 in Los Santos, which is a Hollywood slash Los Angeles setting. So it adds up very well there. And now they're actually signed a document and sent a document to a company back in 2019 to scout Miami. We've already had these types of leaks before where they would be going to Miami and it would make sense the most. I'll go over that a little later. But because they signed this document from Rockstar to a company, to tell them that they will be scouting Miami for research purposes just adds to the definition and adds to the purpose of them making a game in the Americas or in a tropical setting. Now, another reason to why Miami is 100%, or not necessarily 100%, we're not 100% confirmed or none of this, but think of it in this way, all right? We've had two big games revolving around Los Santos. Same goes with Vice, or not Vice City. Same goes with Liberty City. The only one we don't have in a good repeated state would be none other than Vice City, which is taking place in Miami. So that's just all of these back each other up, and all of these like claims I'm giving you guys makes perfect sense. To be honest, it makes perfect sense, and it all lines up like a perfect puzzle. So these are the leaks. Most likely, in general, it's most likely going to be taking place in Miami, in a tropical style of state, and it's probably going to span out to the Americas, like South America or the Cuban area. Just the tropical lands, I feel, is where it's going to take place the most because of the weaponry, the data mined leaks in Red Dead Redemption, and finally the fact that they're scouting out Miami, and in a couple years from now, I'm assuming we're gonna get the game. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like it. Also subscribe so you do not miss out on any new content that I drop. Let's reach 50 subs by the end of the month, and then y'all will get giveaways. So stay tuned for that. Nonetheless, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.